Democrats are piling on criticism against JD Vance, including Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer. Listen to this.
Vance, it comes out Vance has done something more extreme, more weird, more erratic. Vance seems to be more erratic and more extreme than President Trump. And I'll bet President Trump is sitting there scratching his head and wondering, why did I pick this guy? The choice may be one of the best things he ever did for Democrats.
Joe Concha is a Fox News contributor, joins us now. Joe, that word weird really coming in unison from the Democrats throughout the weekend. Let's circle back to Jen Psaki.
Donald Trump and his weirdo running mate and the Republican apparatus behind them will regroup. They will throw everything. It's going to be gross, misogynistic, sexist, racist, all of the things. Harris herself conceded yesterday that she is the underdog in this race, and that's how everybody should treat it.
Joe, how can the party that pushes porn in schools, men competing in women's sports, and men getting pregnant accuse anyone else of being weird?
Yes, by all means, Donald Trump should take the advice of Chuck Schumer, the guy who continues to openly threaten Supreme Court justices with dangerous rhetoric, or Jen Psaki, who had to apologize to Republican leaders in the House because she claimed that Joe Biden never looked at his watch during a funeral ceremony for our fallen soldiers. And it then turns out, obviously, there were pictures that he did. So let's not take advice from these folks, especially the guy you see on your screen. This is the same Chuck Schumer who has known about President Biden's mental decline for years and didn't say a word about it until it was clearly apparent that Biden would lose to Donald Trump in a landslide if he was the Democratic nominee. So, Mr. Senate Majority Leader, take not one but two seats on giving anyone advice on anything. JD Vance is doing just fine. Any comments he has made about women who don't have children are being completely and totally taken out of context. If you go back and watch his interview with our Ben Donovich 13 years ago, his only point was that children bring joy and stability to everyone's lives. Vance went out of his way to say that his comments had nothing to do with people who can't have children that want them, had nothing to do with IVF. So JD Vance is doing quite well when it comes to courting voters in places like Michigan, Pennsylvania, Wisconsin. And when you look at the swing state polling, any momentum that we hear about Kamala Harris simply does not exist. They are afraid that JD Vance will carry those states, help carry those states for Donald Trump. And that's why they're coming out and saying things like JD Vance is weird when they have nothing to back it up, guys.
Well, Joe, congratulations are in order because you have a new book out called Progressively Worse, Why Today's Democrats
I do.
Ate
Here
Your
it is.
Daddy's
It's true.
Donkey.
Wait a
It's
minute.
on sale tomorrow. Tell us about it.
Oh, okay, great. Well, I was about to say I was going to put this book instead because I think this that I'm holding in my hands is
You're so
tremendous.
kind.
All right. I used it last night. I love the squash. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. No. Yes, it is called Progressively Worse. This couldn't be better planned, this book coming out tomorrow, because you look at the things that the Democratic Party used to stand for, the party of the working man and woman. John F. Kennedy was the party of big tax cuts, for example, party of strong military. Under Jimmy Carter, we had a Democratic president who was pro-life, go figure. Bill Clinton, the guy who worked with Republicans, worked with Newt Gingrich to pass a balanced budget amendment. Wow, what's that? Yeah. We actually had budget surpluses. And then obviously Barack Obama deported more people out of this country than anybody. So yeah, when you look at the Democratic Party then and now, very, very different viewpoints, no question.
It is going to be a big bestseller, as all of your books are. Joe, congratulations. Thank you so much for joining us.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.